Dozens of people gave testimony both for and against the proposed lost trails at the Cove. It was an emotional and heated public hearing on whether to change the city of Hurricane's general plan to allow commercial development on a 341-acre piece of property off 600 North.
The developer, by looking at his plans, does not value the unique one-of-a-kind beauty that's the Cove. He will raze it to the ground and fill it wall to wall with housing, businesses, and cement.
I do not like all of the homes that are going to be there. I think I'll take the western part and keep some of the homes out.
The property is currently zoned for residential only and could possibly be developed into 600 to 1,400 homes. It is currently being used to graze horses and used for farming. The owner of the property says this land has been in her family since the 1800s and has outlived its purpose due to growth. She wants to sell it for development.
We've continued to give right-of-ways for infrastructure, for roadways, for 600 North, for the bridges, for the power, for the water. We, as a family, have made those contributions to the community so it can grow. Now, this might not be the most perfect development for this property, but what I understand the developer needs to know before he can put millions of dollars into this project.
Currently, the land is locked inside by BLM, the Red Cliffs Desert Preserve, the Sky Mountain Golf Course and subdivision, and a major east-west thoroughfare of 600 North. The majority of those who attended the meeting and testified against the proposal were homeowners from Sky Mountain. They even brought along an attorney.
Under the hurricane ordinances, part of your task tonight will be to determine if this project conserves the values of other properties, Sky Mountain being one of those, many other properties in the vicinity. Does this project conserve values? And that's the actual dollar value of the properties.
I am in possession of over 1,100 petitions signed by more than 53 different communities of different subdivisions within the St. George and Hurricane area, all of which are opposed to this project.
They say this is the wrong location for this type of venue.
Please do not allow him to compel you to permit a tourist entertainment venue in the middle of our neighborhoods, bringing hundreds of cars and tour buses down our residential streets. This would unduly tax the resources of our police and fire departments, water, electricity, and our roads.
Developer Jim Thomas says he just wants to recreate a flavor of the Old West and give tourists and locals an experience they will enjoy.
Development would incorporate hiking, equestrian trails, open spaces, and land, planning to take advantage and provide access to the Virgin River Canyon, Gould's Wash, the Cinder Cone, and the natural beauty of the area.
I love the fact that they have included a trail that goes all the way around this development with access to confluence.
Supporters of his proposition believe the town will give the youth something to do and experience something different.
Now, you talk about this western town. I went to they have one of those in Jackson Hole, and it was the most fun I've had in a long time.
Taking those pure and true experiences and putting them in a pill form into a Wild West theme, that might excite some, but let me tell you, it's going to devalue the real experiences and also cause those tourists and recreators to ever avoid coming here once we put in a theme park style business.
Major concerns evolved around traffic problems due to ingress and egress to the property.
You've got traffic of employees going in and out. You've got travel buses going in and out in a residential area. Now, is this appropriate?
I'm concerned that only 2/10 from the time you top over and you start going down, there's only 2/10 from when you turn into that subdivision. You're going to tell me you're going to make a 4-lane highway?
That's going to carry a tremendous amount of traffic if this thing is approved. Well, it should not be approved.
And traffic affects our lives in so many ways. Not only getting from point A to point B, but getting there safely and getting them alive.
We've got a traffic problem there that's absolutely, there's no doubt. It's got to be mitigated somehow. But I think it's going to have to be by the developer, which we were required of everyone else. If you've got a problem there, we're not going to pay for it. You've got to fix it.
I would like to know if the city has done an impact study on what it's going to cost for fire services, ambulance, police, roads, water, power, waste, sewer, and traffic.
If there's an approval of this project, it goes back to the Planning Commission for zone change requests. There's another public hearing. We could be right back here. The next step after that would be back to the City Council for a vote on those zone changes. Those are the steps where actually we get to the meat of this project.
A straw poll taken at the hearing showed the majority of those attending were against the proposal. However, the city still wasn't convinced that this representation is what the majority would want.
You don't have a real representation of the city of Hurricane residents. This is just a small cross-section.
The young people of this area deserve an opportunity to progress. I kind of feel like if you're over 70, you shouldn't be stopping progress for people that are going to be living in this area.
For me to believe that the majority of the people in this town are against it, I guess I have not been convinced of that.
Recently, the Planning Commission voted 5-3 to deny this general change with a recommendation to the City Council to do the same. We are grateful for that. We implore you not to dismiss us, but rather to listen.
And so I'm asking us to come together and let's get the correct information out there. Let's negotiate and compromise. Let's make this thing work.
I urge you to think about the constituents beyond what's in the room and in Sky Mountain. Think about the constituents that live in the rest of the valley that are incredibly in favor. And if you need more signatures and you're going to vote this down tonight, give us another 10 days and let's see how many signatures you want.
The City Council then learned that not all of the property being considered is inside the city limits and could involve county approval for the land use change. The council decided to postpone their decision for 2 weeks until the developer could show how this property change is conducive to the area's current use. It will also give time to look into some unanswered questions.
Number one, is it in the public's best interest? Number two, do you preserve the property values of the neighborhood there? Number three, does it conserve the feeling and the neighborhood and the values, and is it compatible with what is existing there? Now, the next one is it appropriate? Does it promote the public interest in the future as well as protect the public interest of the past?
In Hurricane, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.